Well, the last leg of the SA Investment Conference kicks off in Sandton today. The initiative by President Cyril Ramaphosa had an initial commitment to raise 1.2 trillion rand over a period of 5 years. Let's take you there live this morning. Our business anchor, Tumisang Ndlovu, is at the Sandton ICC. Tumisang, I've got either one or two words for you, depending on how you look at it. But how do we balance the investment conference with load shedding?
It is exactly that that is top on the agenda, Michelle, because it's one of the assurances that the South African government needs to give to the rest of the globe, particularly foreign direct investors. We're not too far off from that target that was set 5 years ago of 1.2 trillion rand, sitting over the 4-year cycle now at 1.14 trillion rand. There's optimism that investors are going to look slightly beyond the energy crisis, solely because the South African government looks like they have initiatives and measures in place to curtail the crisis that we are facing as South Africa, because investment really does dictate that you come and plow your money into this country for business activity that is going to thrive under secure electricity supply. And that's exactly the role of President Cyril Ramaphosa, along with the ministers Ibrahim Patel, as well as Dr. Khosientsho Ramokgopa and Minister Gwede Mantashe, who will be present at this conference kickstarting today in Sandton, to give investors that assurance and maybe also allay the fears that South Africa is on course to curtail the energy crisis currently, Michelle.
So, okay, the energy crisis is surely one of the assurances that the President must be giving there today. What else does he need to say?
Definitely political stability. We've seen in the last couple of months, even towards the latter part of last year, there was that uncertainty that was created, and global markets also reacting to whether South Africa will still have President Cyril Ramaphosa at the helm. At least that has been stabilized, but investors are basically backing a horse that they know, that they trust, that the global economy wants to deal with. Any more stabilization further than that will be in the 2024 elections, and that forms part of the assurance that is needed by the rest of the globe, that not too much is going to change within the political landscape, given that policy is essentially governed by the party that is currently in power. Should there be a change in that particular element of the dynamics of South Africa's economics and politics, that is something that uncertainty that is not needed, particularly when it comes to investors looking for assurances in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. Tumisang, all of those important discussions will be taking place there from today. You'll keep us up to speed. Certainly one of the big developing stories that we're tracking for you this morning.